Okay, great, let's move on. In this video, I want to talk about the root causes that why some of the people become toxic, or in a general scale, that why a society become toxic is really important, or what are the factors that contribute to the dark triad traits. It's really important. And we have a great study here. Honestly, it's a massive study. Don't look at the number of pages, but it's a really massive study. It's only 3 pages, and I highly recommend you to read it. It's not that much long, but I will provide you a great explanation and summary of that. Don't worry about it. So the paper title is Aversive Societal Conditions Explain Differences in Dark Personality Across Countries and US States. So they examine different countries across the board and the different states of the United States. And this is from the Psychological and Cognitive Sciences Journal, and hopefully it's open access. I will provide you the precise explanation, but just let's have a quick review on what is the explanation in the abstract part. I think it's abstract, but I'm not sure honestly. And these are the writers. Again, I prefer to not pronounce their names because I don't want to make mistake. Accept my apology, please. And this is from the Princeton University and published in 2025. Humans differ in their level of aversive personality traits such as egoism and psychopathy. We know this fact, this really important fact. But the most important part that this research paper wants to talk about is this part. Socio-ecological factors co-shape the development of personality traits. It can be predicted that prior aversive societal conditions explain individuals' levels of aversive personality. Don't worry about this part. I will talk about what is ASC and dark factor. I already explained about the dark factor, but I will talk about them. Don't worry. Very important part is this is why it's very massive. It's from 183 countries and 50 US states. Is really massive. And collecting this amount of data, honestly, is very hard. And we know that some of the countries might not have available information to be able to talk about them. I really appreciate these researchers. They did very great, and the professors. Honestly, I don't know about them too much. Okay, let's dive into the summary that I already provided for you. Okay, this is the summary, and it's really important. So the major goal of this research paper is only this part, that corruption, inequality, violence, and poverty that happened in the 20 years ago can shape these dark triad traits now. So these terrible features of a society can contribute to creating these features within the people. Why I'm telling you that the environment, the society is so crucial for forming these kind of dark triads. Aversive is actually an index that's based on these features that I already discussed: corruption, inequality, violence, and poverty, that used by researchers to quantify, to measure the society environments that fosters or contribute to the dark personality traits. So based on ASC, we can evaluate, we can examine the dark factor personality. And the objective indicators, as you see, these are really obvious for you. I don't think that there is need for any explanation for that. And combine them into a single ASC index that ranges from 0 to 100. And the last thing that I want to talk about, the key finding, is countries with higher corruption, with higher ASC index from, for instance, 20 years ago, can shape this dark triad today. It's really important. The rest parts weren't that much significant to discuss, but I want to show you this beautiful scatter plot and this geography distribution of these indexes. Okay, we have ASCI. I prefer to pronounce it like this. ASC range is from 0 to 100. As much as the number goes up, it means that those conditions that we already discussed, poverty, inequality, corruption, etc., becomes worse. And for D is range from 0 to 5, but it's only a proportion of that, that again, as much as it goes up, it becomes worse. As you see, For instance, these are more green color, so it means that the lower corruption based on ASC. I'm just referring to a general term that it would be more understandable, but I mean ASC. You see, these are green parts, so we don't have that much terrible condition in the society, but you see, as much as we go right, or even in this part, I don't know which country is, and some of this country in Africa, and maybe others, I'm not sure that it's visible in this map, but to see dark color, it's really terrible conditions. And how they measure this, it's honestly, it's out of the scope of this video, but again, if you really like to find out how to measure ASC, you can just search it on your own. So now about the D is very correlated with ASC. For instance, about as you see, America, we have the lower D personality traits or dark triad, but in those countries with higher level of ASC, we have again darker color of D that shows a correlation between two. And the next map is for just US states. As you see, that's the correlation of the ASCII and the D. And this is a scatter plot. Again, you can find the information if you're really curious for that. And that's it. It's the whole point that this research paper wanted us to take away.